guys, welcome back to my channel and happy Vlogmas Day 12. Today I thought it would be fun to do a frequently asked questions video because there are quite a few questions that I get asked quite often, and so I wanted to clear the air and answer all of these questions for you in one video because I know I answer some of them in some of my other videos and vlogs, but I think it would be better to have them all in one cohesive place, which will be this video. So earlier today I dug through my emails and comments on YouTube as well as on social media to kind of figure out which questions were asked the most often, and I came up with 10 of them. So let's jump right into it, shall we? The first question I get asked undoubtedly the most is, are you a full-time writer? The answer is no, I am not a full-time writer. I have a full-time job, which is my career, so I go into an office 40 hours a week and work, and then I drive home, and I normally try to write on the evenings and on weekends and really whenever I get a spare moment. Obviously, it is the dream to be a full-time author one day, but I feel like I do have a ways to go. Hopefully it will happen sooner rather than later. But right now I am very blessed and very grateful for my current situation. Question number 2 is, how old are you? I actually do not take offense to this question at all. I am 28 years young and I will be turning 29 on May 4th of next year. So I was born in 1988, just in case you wanted to know so you can keep up with my age. Number 3, did you ever try to go the traditional route with your work? Yes, I did. I queried some literary agents in the past and I was talking to a few of them, but really what happened there was the creative direction that they wanted to take the Alpha Drive series was completely different from where I wanted to take it. And so after talking with them about that, I realized that maybe those agents were not the best choice for me at that time. And so I decided that self-publishing was the best option for the Alpha Drive series. Now, that's not to say that I'm completely closed off to traditional publishing, because I'm not. Quite the contrary. I think it would be really neat to have an agent and to work with a big publishing house. I think that would be so much fun. So I'm definitely still open to it. It just has to be the right fit and the right timing. Number 4, who is your editor? And subsequently, how do you know if an editor is professional or not? So the person who edited the Alpha Drive series is a close family friend that used to work in the industry, and she did it more so as a favor to me, so I'm not going to just give her information openly on the interwebs because she is not taking on any new clients. Like I said, it was more of a favor to me, so I really do appreciate that, but I don't want anyone trying to go to her and to get her to edit their work when that's not what she wants to do anymore. So for my new dark fantasy series, I am currently on the lookout for a new editor. And in terms of knowing whether or not one is professional, I really do think it comes down to word of mouth and getting a review from a reputable source. So the best way to find out if an editor is professional or not is to find someone who has used that editor in the past. It's really difficult to find out if an editor is legit or not. I feel like with cover designers, it's much easier because their work is blatantly on their website, so you can see the cover design, see their artwork and illustrations, and know if that's the kind of route you're wanting to go. With an editor, they really can't show their editing skills on their website, so it ends up being more of a trial and error. But if you can find someone who has used an editor that they really liked, or one that they didn't like, you'll know which ones to lean towards and which ones to stay away from. Hope that helps. I'm sorry, that's a hard question. Number 5, what is your natural eye color? Believe it or not, I get asked this question all the time, and this is my natural eye color. It's kind of a bluish green. Sometimes it looks more gray. It kind of depends on what I'm wearing. They probably look more green right now because I'm wearing green. When I'm wearing gray or white, they tend to look more grayish blue. So it does kind of change a little bit. I do wear contact lenses, but they're not colored contacts. They are just clear contacts. Actually, when I was in college, for some reason, I really wanted brown eyes. Not that there's anything wrong with brown eyes. I think they're really pretty, and obviously I wanted them. So for a while, I did wear colored contacts that were brown. And I had brown eyes for about 4 months. And then I realized it just looked really strange. When I look back at some of the pictures, I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? It just does not go with my face and the olive skin tone, and it just did not work. So it's always good to feel grateful for what you have. And as I've gotten older, I love my eye color and I get a lot of compliments on it, so thank you. Question number 6 is, what writing program or software do you use? So I have Scrivener on my computer, but I don't actually use it because I have not taken the time to go through a tutorial to learn it. And it just seems seems kind of daunting and intimidating, and with everything else I've got going on, I just haven't tackled that one yet. I plan to in the future. I'm not sure when. I know I'm gonna have to make that a goal on my bi-monthly goals list in order to actually get it done. But right now I just use Word. And I do have templates from DIYbookformats.com, and that is actually what I use to type. So when you see me in my vlogs and you kind of see my screen, a lot of people are like, oh, what writing program is that? It's not a program, it's not a software, it's just Word, and then I have the actual template that I use when I publish my books and put them into print. Number 7 is how long does it take you to write a book? This really can vary. For the Alpha Drive series, it was probably about a month and a half, and those were around 70,000 word books. For this new dark fantasy series, it took me 2 months to write it because it's closer to 100,000 words. So if I'm really focused, then I can normally write a book in a month or 2. If I stretch it out over a few months, I find that it just obviously takes me longer because I have to go back and remember what I wrote before. So for me, it's better to plan out a month or 2 where I'm gonna write every single day and just knock that book out. Now that's just for writing the book. The whole editing and revision process can take 4 to 5 months. So the whole entire process between inception of the idea to writing the book to editing and revising the book to getting it ready for publication is probably a full year, maybe even a year and a half. Just depends on how long the book is. Short answer, I would say it takes me 2 months to write a book. Question number 8, did you major in creative writing in college? No, I did not, although I did take some creative writing courses and they were my favorite courses. I actually majored in supply chain management at Arizona State University, and then I went on to get my master's degree at Texas A&M in industrial distribution. So I went the more business route with my college degree and with my career, but I did always enjoy my English classes and creative writing classes the most. I wouldn't say that I wish I had majored in creative writing because I think by focusing on my career and having a career path and then being able to also focus on writing has been just such a blessing because I'm able to have an income for myself that allows me to pursue my passion. So that is just a really neat thing, so I wouldn't change anything. Question number 9 is where can I buy signed copies of your books? I am so happy you asked. I always leave the link to the form where you can order signed copies in the description box below. If you also go onto my website at KristenMartinBooks.com and click on the books tab, it has a summary of each of my books, and then at the bottom you will find a little icon that says order an autograph copy. And if you click on that, it will take you to the same form that's linked in the description box below. And just as a side note, I do ship domestically and internationally. And the final frequently asked question is, what do you use to film and edit your videos? To film, I use a Canon Rebel EOS T3i. I can't show it to you because that's what I'm filming with right now, but I will leave a picture of it right here. I honestly can't remember how much it cost because I bought this camera a little while ago before I was taking a trip to Europe, and I was going to use it to take photos, and so it was so perfect that I had it when I started my YouTube channel because it just worked out perfectly and I didn't have another major expenditure, you know, starting this YouTube channel. And to edit them, I use my MacBook Air. I use the iMovie program. I don't use, I think it's called like Final Cut or any of these other programs. I just use iMovie, and I have some add-ons that I found to kind of add some flair to my videos, if you will. So that is it. Those are the answers to the questions I get asked most often. I hope you guys enjoyed this Vlogmas Day 12. If you did, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out both of my books, The Alpha Drive and The Order of Omega. They are available for purchase on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, The Book Depository, and Books A Million. As I mentioned, you can also order signed copies, and you can find all the links in the description below. If you're not already following me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, make sure you do that for daily writing inspiration and advice, as well as to stay updated on announcements and giveaways that might be going on. Thank you so much again for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe on your way out, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's Vlogmas. Bye!